So integrating into a family farming business can be both rewarding and challenging, which we've spoken about in some of our other videos. Here are some of the tips that will be able to help you. So show respect and patience. This is probably my number one, but also one of the hardest to do, because when we move into a family farming situation, we have a lot of insight that we want to bring to the farm. And quite often we can see jobs that need doing or can be improved, but we may not understand necessarily the tradition behind why they're not done, or the time constraints, financial constraints, all of that add into this. This could also be into finding your place in the family dynamic. So showing respect and patience, learning what the family dynamic is, how it plays things out, and knowing it can take time to earn trust, respect within the family business, and patience as a key way to navigate relationships. When you're moving into a family farming operation, you're not only building a relationship with your husband or your wife, you're also building a relationship with your parents-in-law or your parents if you're bringing someone back into the family farming organization. If you have also been away, whether that's school, whether that's gaining other trades and experiences, working with other people, when you come back into the farm, I know that we've learnt a lot. I know we have a lot of skills that we can provide and bring to the farm, but that's where we need to slow things back down and work with everybody on how to get those done, building those relationships, building trust back up, and remembering, if you haven't used a skill in a while, you're probably going to be a little bit rusty at it, even though we don't want to admit that that's what's happening. So slow it down, show respect, be patient. Things on family farms, things on farms in general, take longer to do than normal. Demonstrating eagerness. Demonstrating eagerness to learn can be absolutely essential to moving to the farm for the first time and integrating into the system. We want to use that eagerness. We want to use that curiosity to be able to learn about the family farming dynamic, to be learning about each of the tasks, each of the enterprises that we've got on farm. So showing a genuine interest in the family history, in the farm history, in the values and the operations, the way that the farm works, both, daily, fortnightly, quarterly, yearly, and how rotations work on the farm within that family farming business, because things are different and they can be different as well across different enterprises. So whether it's a stud business, whether it's a trade steer enterprise, whether you are doing cropping or haymaking, or whether there is another element of tradesmithing on farm, how does that all work? Let's learn the individual components. Let's learn how they move together and how they move in a cycle throughout the year. Most likely that cycle is going to start getting patterns, so that you can start predicting patterns within the farming business and start building out schedules and lists that may be able to help with the flow and the dynamic of the farm going forward, but still using that patience and respect when we're using the eagerness to learn and gaining experience. You've moved to the farm for the first time, and now you're wanting to make sure that you've got that patience, the respect, the eagerness to learn, implying the curiosity into learning, making sure you're recording what you know, and then you're wanting to maintain a positive attitude. So I know when we're working in the heat, I know when we're working with family, that this can sometimes be really difficult to do, and I understand that, which is why integrating into the family farming business, one of my tips is that positive attitude and learning how we're going to bring that and re-bring that each day. So a positive attitude can go a long way in fostering good relationships with family and creating a productive working environment. There is nothing worse than having someone who is really negative, really critical, and down in the dumps to really stop that productivity. And most of the time when we're on the farm, we are go, go, go. And so being able to work on your own positive attitude often reflects around those who are around you. It's very hard not to smile when someone is smiling at you, learning those sorts of things to be able to fill your cup. So looking after yourself as well to make sure you can bring that positive attitude every day. Staying optimistic, even in challenging times, really helps building those relationships on farm and really playing back into that creativity and eagerness to learn as well. Focusing on solutions, not the problem, also really, really helps. And that comes with that positive mindset. And earning trust. I've spoken about this through the other elements of the tips in integrating into a family farming business earlier in the chat, this quick little video we're doing today. But really, trust takes time and rebuilding trust takes time. If there's been a really hard day on the farm, sometimes even those moments need to be rebuilt on trust. Or if you've moved away from the farm, if you've come from a farming family and you're coming back into the farm, trust isn't like, if someone doesn't have trust in you doing a particular activity, that's not necessarily a complete reflection on you. Sometimes it's just the trust to know that that job will be done the way and the standards that someone else has already put into place. And a lot of the time we need to learn those procedures and learn that standard before we can start doing it our own way, before we can start having trust in those jobs and within our skill set that we're doing. If we've moved away from the farm, we are relearning those. We're getting back into practice. If we're coming onto the farm for the first time, even if we've done that job, from a previous farm or at our own farm, or in an agricultural business, learning the way that the family farm does it is completely different, and trust takes time. So trust is an essential in a family farming business, but even more so in a family farming business. So where personal and professional relationships intertwine, we need to make sure that we're maintaining that trust and building it. Consistently demonstrating your integrity, your reliability, and your commitment to the family and the farm, to the success of the business, will help earn that trust. And also, it will help you integrate into the family farming system, which we talk about the farm being different systems and processes. So, recapping those top 4 tips for being a part of a family farming operation and how to integrate into that system. So we're taking the time to show respect and patience. We're demonstrating our eagerness and curiosity into the farm, as well as into the relationships, what we're doing now, as well as the history, as well as the future, quite often in that order. We're maintaining a positive attitude, which will continue to flow through to a productive working environment. And we're also wanting to earn trust in ourselves, in our relationships, and in the skills and work that we've got to do. I hope that really helps when integrating into a family farming business, and I'll see you in the next video.